Mike Payne.
Hi, I'm Maya Mohan.
And this is Showbuzz. So each week we recap one of our favorite television episodes.
And this week we're watching The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 9, No Way Out. So, before we get started, we have to give a huge shout out to our awesome friends and family who showered us with all this crazy awesome zombie loot over the holidays. This is awesome.
Yeah. So we got a zombie survival book or a zombie eating book.
How to eat your way through a zombie apocalypse.
Got a couple of zombie bugs, which I'm sure are going to hold nothing but water in them. We got these cool bobbleheads.
Look at mine. Mine's Michonne.
I got Rick.
Michonne's awesome.
And then we also
got
this.
Of course, a very important set of pens, so that I can make sure that the pen that I'm wielding during these episodes matches my outfit. Thank you very much. And then this is just one end. I'm very klutzy. I can't hold all this stuff. But this is just one end of a bookend that we got. Can you see this? Yes.
So yes, we want to thank Jaya, Kevin, Monica, and Heath for all this cool zombie swag that we've got. We really appreciate it, and we want to have you guys on the show whenever possible.
Yes, come on the show. This episode was awesome.
It's alright. We just came back from the mid-season break, and I'm telling you, if you're like me or if you're like us, I hate that 2-month down period.
Actually, it felt like a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because the mid-season finale was really good, and I wasn't sure how this episode was gonna be, but it was awesome.
Great episode.
It was awesome.
It was a great episode.
So this week we're gonna recap our 5 favorite moments for you guys. Let's start with moment number 5.
Daryl RPGing Negan's gang. that was incredible. I did not see that coming at all. And I've read the books, and so normally I'm on top of this show. I can really see what's happening, or at least I think I can see what's going to happen. Did not see this coming at all. That was
bad.
That was not only the top 5 moments in this episode. I'd say it's the top 5 moments of the entire run of the show.
Yep, agreed. Daryl just busting out. That was awesome. Awesome. It was so cool. I kind of forgot where those, I knew that they had those RPGs, but it didn't occur to me that he would have access to it or be able to, bust that out to, blow their brains out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's true. I for the longest time was what, did they drop a bomb on him?
Yeah,
where did that come from?
Yeah.
So it took me a moment to remember that they had an RPG, because it was just I was so taken with the moment. So
yeah, and the production of that was awesome. That was awesome. That would have been cool to be on set to see how that happened.
Yeah, because I think we watched Talking Dead, and they talked about how they actually blew up some dummies with some propane tanks. So that was 2 thumbs up for that right there.
4.
Yeah, 4 thumbs up. Our number 4 favorite moment of the show was when Porch Stick's family died.
Except for Jesse.
Except for Jesse. We were not happy about that.
Porch Stick Jr., gotta go.
Porch Stick Jr. That's on his birth certificate. So as many as you know, I've read the book before. So the Walking Dead did a really great job of sticking to the canon of the comic book. This is exactly how it happened in the comic book, minus Ron.
Is Ron not in the comic book?
Ron's not in the comic book.
Oh, no kidding.
So I thought that was really cool for all you comic book fans out there. I didn't like Jesse dying. The one thing I don't like is that they always have these characters that as soon as they make this great character arc, you're like, oh man, I'm really getting behind this character now, and then they kill him off. I hate that. It
would have been cool to see Rick and Jesse going somewhere.
Exactly.
That would have been cool to see.
Exactly. So, but it's The Walking Dead, and they're staying true to themselves, because this is some stuff that would really happen in real life. You have no idea when it's your time to go. And
also we were talking about this earlier. I can't fault Jesse for keeping Porch Stick Jr. with her. I know everybody's saying that she should have pushed him off with Father Gabriel and made him go with him. I don't know. I believed him when he said that he had it and that he was like with it and could make it through. Like, I believed him, and I don't know. I feel like there's like a mother's instinct or something that maybe I'm not a mother, so I don't know.
Can somebody out there explain to me how it was daytime when they first started walking, we went to commercial, and it was nighttime? I just need somebody to tell me how that happened.
Magic of cinema. You know what was awesome though? Was Michonne kicking ass and taking names. Like, she knew what had to be done, and to watch her go and just take control of that and just like bust through those zombies and take care of Ron, like, it needed to happen, and that was awesome. And I loved seeing her just like, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved that.
For me, it's kind of funny because I feel like Ron needed to die, but I totally understand like all his motivation. Like, Carl and Rick are basically family. Carl and Rick are basically responsible for the death of his entire family. So I kind of get why he would be upset. But
to be fair, though, Junior started crying, and then that's why he died. And then Mom started crying, and then that's why she died. So really, what did Rick have to do with that?
I didn't like Jesse. Steph. I hate that. I really hate that.
That was not cool, but it had to happen.
And it really sucks because you can see it coming, but you're just hoping that it doesn't happen. And
no, I didn't see it coming.
Well, I read the book, so that's why I saw it coming. But I always hate when they get, like I said, like I hate when they give these characters like these huge story arcs and then they just kill them all. Like, he's right when you think that they're coming out of whatever they're about to come out of, bam, they're gone. Which we will talk about a little bit later.
So our number 3 favorite moment of this episode was the whole town of Alexandria finding the courage to come out and just take control of their town and take their town back.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was a huge moment because that's something Rick had alluded to in past episodes where he was like, we're going to have to do this when he was talking about the original 6. Mm-hmm. And I think that he was pleasantly surprised to see that the Alexandria people were coming out of their shell and coming out to help destroy like this huge, massive Walker horde. It was also really cool to see Eugene step up. Like, you knew that was going to have to happen.
Yeah, he stepped up. Aaron showed up. I mean, we know that Aaron has always been kind of one of the braver ones in Alexandria. But I don't know, he was like missing for that last episode. Where the hell was he?
Yeah,
so it was cool to see. Yeah, cool to see him back. It was cool to see Captain Weenie grow a pair, and then it was actually, I know I have called for Father Gabriel's death like since we started this season, but I gotta say that was kind of awesome. Yeah. That he was able to find the courage and then inspire the people that were sitting in his church hiding to also go out and fight. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
So we talked about this earlier. Father Gabriel was easily the 4th person in that group that I would have given my baby to. Like, Rick literally had been pissed off at him the very last episode. So now this episode is like, oh, here, take my child. But having said that, it was really great to see Father Gabriel step up and finally, have a place in the group. I think there was, of course, having said that, he'll probably die next episode.
I know, don't get too attached.
I know, he's already made his story arc, everybody, so I guess that's 86 Father Gabriel. It's probably Rosita, too, because she started talking more.
Yeah, she had a lot to say this episode.
Which, that means that she's dead. As soon as they start talking a lot, they're out of there.
Bye-bye.
So our number 2 favorite moment of this episode was that giant lake of fire that brought in all the zombies.
And that Daryl totally came to the rescue again.
Yeah, so Daryl was rocking at RPG this week, which is ironic because it was Colonel Abraham was the one that actually got it. Now, if I'm in a zombie, okay, not even if I'm in a zombie apocalypse, if I'm walking down the street tomorrow and I see the RPG in the middle of the street and I need to shoot it at something, I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could just pull, like...
I don't even know what an RPG is.
I don't know that much about RPGs. But there has
to be, whatever. I'm sure it's easy enough to just, like, pull a trigger.
Yeah,
blow something up.
Like, I would probably put the grenade in all backwards and, like, blow a hand off or something like that. Like, you go in here like this.
Maybe Captain Abraham showed him how to do it.
Oh yeah, on the drive.
Yeah, they were in a car for a long time.
Some shop talk.
Yeah. He was
awesome.
like all in his like dress blues and everything. Like I'm pretty sure he felt like teaching how to use RPGs.
Yeah, I guess they can't drink that water anymore though.
Were they drinking that water?
They can't now. If they were, they
Yeah.
can't. Wonder where they're gonna get the water.
How amazing was that? That whole scene though. Like the fact that Daryl thought of it, that he like orchestrated the whole bit, like that was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna do that. What I thought he was gonna do was like lay down a gasoline line and then just light that on fire to try to lure them out. I didn't think he was gonna do what he did. But
I
yeah,
didn't
that was
really.
cool.
Did you know that there was a lake? I don't remember there being a lake. Maybe I knew and it just didn't occur to me.
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
I'm
was so
sure they've
smart.
shown it before. And all that was real too. Like they really put fire onto that lake.
Yeah.
So that wasn't like, I mean, so I'm sure.
They used propane, right?
Yeah, I'm sure some of it was CGI, but I think a majority of that was real. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And our number one favorite moment was.
Rick's return to humanity.
Boo!
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if that was an actual return to humanity because he went so nuts when he went outside. But this is all about Carl getting his eye shot out. Which.
And that's Carl getting his eye shot out, Michonne having their back, the town of Alexandria finding their courage. All of those things coming together. Daryl, Captain Ginger, Sasha all coming back. Like, the whole gang. Maggie and Glenn coming back. Like, all of this working together so that everybody could, like, take the town back from the mega hordes.
Where was the scene of Maggie and Glenn hugging? Well, why did they not have that scene in there?
I don't know. We needed a reunion scene. Even if it wasn't like, there's no time. There's mass chaos happening, so obviously there was no time. But there should have been a moment where they locked eyes and like
something. There should have been.
kisses.
There should have been at least a moment where they acknowledged each other's existence. That I haven't seen you all season long. It's really good to see you.
Although I mean, who's gonna do that? Like Glenn was fighting off like a mega horde, and then.
Are you kidding me? When I come home from work and I see you, it's like. So I haven't seen you after an entire season.
What's it like?
But getting back to the show, Carl getting his eye blown out. What's gonna happen with that? Like,
he's gonna wear a patch and it's gonna be cool.
Well, it's gonna look real cool, but how do you not get half your brain blown out when you get your? Okay, everybody, we get it. Zombie show, zombies.
Yeah,
we get
not
it.
real life, baby.
Not real life. We
Not
get
real life.
it.
Do you?
No, I don't. He got his eye blown out. Like, all right, well.
And it went from day to night over the course of a commercial.
Over the like.
Shit happened.
It took them 4
Shit
hours.
happens.
It took them 4 hours to walk 10 feet.
Also.
It was day at the beginning of the commercial. It was night at the end of the commercial. And they went 5 feet.
That makes sense to me.
I don't get that.
That makes sense. It's called sun.
They did that. You know why they did that, right? They did that so they could have that lake of fire. Because that wouldn't have looked as good in the day.
Mm-hmm. Also, they did it because it's like all this stuff is a lot more scary when it's nighttime. There's like a whole element of like, oh my god, who's behind me? I can't see anything. Yeah. So, we wanted to talk about our favorite moments, but there were a couple of moments of importance that we didn't address. One of which being that ultimate D-bag Wolf.
He was a bad character all the way up until the moment he went back to save Denise. I think that he was redeeming himself. He could have just jumped over the wall if he had wanted to. He didn't have a reason to go back to Denise and not.
Even still, too little, too late. I sort of don't blame Carol for blowing his brains out.
No, I don't blame Carol for shooting him, but I think that even Carol realized that she made a mistake because Denise said something, I forget what she said, and Carol was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have shot that guy. Because it was like so obvious that Denise was walking on her own. She wasn't being led. Mm-hmm. She wasn't at gunpoint.
And D-bag wolf, like, knocked out a couple of zombies even after he got shot. So it was clear that he was still trying to help her out. Regardless, too little, too late. See you later. You suck. I hate you.
Yeah. So I feel
also,
like
your teeth really gross me out.
I feel like that's gonna come back to haunt Carol karma-wise.
I don't think so. Also, you know what? Speaking of Carol, though, I'm curious to see what's going to happen between Carol and Morgan.
Yeah.
They touched on it, and then no time. There's no time to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But that is going to be something.
If anything, this should have been that 97 episode, not that stupid Eastman story. Thank you for showing up tonight, and we'll see you next week.
So that was our episode. What did you guys think? Did you agree with our favorite moments? Or did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we probably missed, and we know you guys are going to let us have it, but that's okay, because that's what this whole thing's about.
Yeah, talk to us!
We want to talk to you, you talk to us, we talk to you, and we'll see how you feel about the show. You know how we feel about the show. So join us next week when there's another episode of the best show on TV, Showbuzz.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, and remember to subscribe to the channel so you'll know when our next episode comes out. Thanks, everybody.
See you
Bye.
later.